This is a Beyond Profit on the Spot podcast. We are here today at Aspen Ideas Festival in Delhi with Shaffi Mather, who is the founder of 1298 Ambulance and a serial entrepreneur who's now starting a new initiative to fight corruption in India. Thank you for speaking with us today. First, for many years, decades I would say, plenty of NGOs have been working to fight corruption in India. So how does your idea change the game?
My idea is fundamentally different from the NGOs fighting corruption for the simple reason that NGOs get together to fight a particular incident or a corruption or a cause. And what happens, if you see the historically, is that they fight that particular incident or cause, and then they tend to disband or disintegrate because it's simply unsustainable. What I'm talking about is building an organization which is a for-profit structure which would work like a BPO, take on assignments where a customer can call in, pay a fee to fight individual demands for bribes, which means we will take on the responsibility from the client to fight it all the way and to get him whatever is his legal entitlement.
And what does your fee structure look like for something like this?
So we have been debating this. I mean, there were two schools of thought. One, we should peg it to a percentage, and one, do a fee structure. More or less, we are veering around to the view that it should not be a percentage based, and it should be a determinate fees based on the quantum of work that we expect.
And it's interesting that this is for profit. Does that mean that you expect to be able to scale this project?
That is the whole idea. I mean, the whole philosophy is that it is built as a for-profit, so that good people who come in and work with this organization has an incentive structure within the organization to advance in life, career-wise, monetarily, doing the right thing and doing the good thing.
Got it. Tell me, why do you think that India is so corrupt? What's the reason?
See, after the colonial rule, when we gained independence, the resources were so limited and the needs so many. So naturally, there were situations in every sector where discretion came into the hands of those who had the resources or those who managed the resources. And it is only natural that in such a situation that corruption gets into the system.
Right. And have you taken on any cases thus far, and have they worked out?
So I got into this at a macro level, fighting the big corruption in the ambulance sector, engineered by Ramalingaraju of Satyam Computers, fame or infame. After this concept started developing, we started addressing smaller grassroots level individual demand for bribes, and we started with one, and it's continuing, and we have now achieved success in 45 cases. We have another 18 cases under process, so which is also moving ahead positively.
That's great. Now, you realize you may have put yourself in a difficult position if you're heading up an initiative to fight corruption. Have you gotten in any trouble yet?
No, not exactly. The most interesting thing is that fighting it at the grassroots level, actually the big daddies of corruption don't care. They don't feel threatened because it's way down the hierarchy.
Yeah.
So no, I don't have, and I also believe that living in India, it's one of the best things. This can be done in India. It cannot be done, for example, in China, because being in a constitutional democracy like India, I believe that this can be done, and I don't have that fear at all.
One last question. I've been living in India for 2 years and I've been asked to pay several bribes. So what should I do the next time I'm asked to pay a bribe?
So hopefully I'll soon send you 1-800 number and a website soon enough. We right now have a temporary website under www.stopbribes.org, but depending on the branding and the name that we decide on, we may play around with it, and I'll keep you informed.
Fantastic. Thanks, Shaffi.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.